Dear friends, thank you very much for the invitation and for your attention. Well, considering and managing water as a mere productive resource opens the way to unsustainability, competition, and even violent confrontation. Assuming an ecosystemic vision, considering rivers as living ecosystems and not as simple H2O channels invites cooperation and shared responsibility in the sustainable management of basins and aquifers. And finally, if we manage to ensure this sustainability, we will achieve benefits of all kinds for both sides, for everybody. Just as the atmosphere knows no borders, as climate change, in fact, shows us daily, neither do rivers, lakes, wetlands, or aquifers. Just as we need collaborative global policies and strategies to fight climate change and avoid or at least mitigate catastrophes that affect and will affect us all, to one extent or another, it is necessary to promote ecosystem management approaches that guarantee the sustainability of rivers and aquifers, both within countries and in transboundary basins and aquifers. And let us not forget that only if we make progress in restoring the health and good condition of the rivers and aquifers that supply the more than 2 billion impoverished people who today do not have granted access to safe drinking water, we will make progress in the fulfillment of the human rights to drinking water and sanitation, and therefore in the fulfillment of the SDG 6. On the other hand, in its multiple functions and utilities, water must be managed from a human rights-based approach, prioritizing water to sustain life. This means ensuring the vital minimum of drinking water and sanitation to guarantee a dignified life as human rights. It implies also guaranteeing the water needed by communities living in poverty and vulnerability to produce their own food, ensuring their human right to food. And even the flows needed for rivers to be living rivers and not open sewers in compliance with the human right to a healthy environment. Guaranteeing the priority of water for life for all across borders, religions, ethnicities, or beliefs is the other key if we understand the need to make water, the blue soul of life, a means for peace and collaboration and not an argument for competition and even violent confrontation. Finally, I have to say that managing a basin responsibly and collaboratively, whether it is entirely in one country or transboundary, implies commitments and measures that are not symmetrical. Insofar, river dynamics are not symmetrical either. In this sense, dialogue and asymmetric negotiation between upstream and downstream territories, communities, or even countries is sometimes difficult, sometimes very difficult. And so rules and incentives must be articulated at national and international level to facilitate reaching agreements that will ultimately benefit everyone. Thank you very much.